Here's a quick video that explains how we're going to be running our mid-season tournaments, and probably we're going to use the same approach to Tournament of Champions, our postseason tournament. It's going to be a slight variation though, and it's going to be similar but different for All-Stars. But we'll get to that as we get later in the season. So when you sign into Assignr, you're going to be on your home screen. Click on Games in the left side menu, and then click on All Games. Now we have a lot of leagues participating, and so you're looking at every single game from every single league, so we're going to want to filter that. So click on the Filter Games button right up here. And then for the tournament that's coming up next week, we're going to click on the league, scroll down, click on Dorothy DuPont, and then apply the filter. The earlier games that say Tournament Self-Assign, you could just put yourself right on the game. So it automatically assigns you, and you are in. Now, if you need to remove yourself, do it as early as you possibly can. I don't think it's going to allow you to remove yourself if it's 24 hours, in which case you'll have to contact me to let me know so I can try and scramble and find a replacement. But if we click on My Games, you'll be able to see this game here. Now I can decline it, and I can say, just testing. It's going to warn you that it has removed that game from your availability when you originally signed up, and it doesn't restore your availability when you decline it. That's okay because we're not really using your availability to assign games yet. That will come later when we get into All-Stars. All right, so let's go back to our game list. For any game that doesn't say Tournament Self-Assign, so you'll notice some of these down here say Tournament Assigned. Now, I already clicked this. Let me withdraw that so I can show you what it looks like. So all of these games are available, but we're not going to assign the umpires to those games until we know the teams that are playing in them, because we're going to prefer to put umpires on those games that are from different leagues, just to avoid the appearance of impartiality. Now, if we don't have that many people available to work those games, we might have to put league umpires on those games, and that's okay. But just keep in mind that when you are requesting this, it is a request. It's not confirmed yet, and we won't know the teams that are playing in that game until the prior day's games are concluded. So it's usually the night before that we'll go through. Once we get the win-loss records for those games, we'll fill in the teams that are playing right here, and then we're going to go look through those requests for umpires that don't have a conflict. Now, sometimes you can look at the bracket and you can say, well, I know that my team, if I'm a San Carlos umpire and San Carlos just is playing these games, there's no possible way they could be playing in game 8 or something like that, then I could just go down to game 8 and request it. So the final games, that is the championship right here, and the losers final, we are going to assign that based on participation in the tournament and other factors. So your district staff will assign those games. But if you want to work those games, definitely request it. We want to know who wants them. And if you ultimately don't get selected because we have a lot of requests of those games, please don't take it personally. There's going to be a lot of other opportunities. We have other mid-season tournaments coming up. So we'll definitely do what we can to get you into one of those opportunities if you don't make it onto the game that you put your request in for. So I think that's about it. Hey, thanks for your participation, and we look forward to seeing you on the field.